Did I need another camera? Nope. Did I buy another camera anyways? Absolutely. This is the X100VI, and it has set the internet ablaze with hype and anticipation. I just picked it up today from my local camera store. I actually placed 3 pre-orders, one from Adorama, one from a store in Oklahoma called Bedford's, which I've bought a number of camera gear from in the past, and one from my local store, which is Hunt's in Melrose, just outside of Boston. And Hunt's actually had a cancellation, so they called me up and asked me if I wanted this one. I said, absolutely. So I went in there this morning and picked it up. So let's talk about the X100VI and really what makes this one special compared to the X100V. I owned the X100V, and it was and is a fantastic camera. The reason why I sold it was because I had the opportunity to pick this camera up, which is the Leica Q2. But what I have found recently is that when I travel, I am leaving this at home much more than I'm bringing it with me. And the reason why is because there's just been, maybe it's what I've been watching on YouTube or what the algorithm is feeding me, but I just am seeing a lot more people being targeted for the camera gear that they're traveling with. And unfortunately, I think a camera like this, I mean, these thieves are smart. They know what to look for. And when they see a camera like this, I'm a sitting duck. I use it all the time around here. Again, I'm in Boston, so when I'm here locally, I take this out all the time, and I have no problem, going anywhere with it and feeling very comfortable because I know the area and I know exactly where I am at all times and where I should be and more importantly, where I shouldn't be. But this 100VI is an even better travel companion for a couple of reasons. One is it's significantly less expensive, but 2, it's quite a bit smaller than the Q2. So when you compare these two side by side, I don't know how well that shows up on the camera here, but you can see how much, even though it's the same width, you can see it is quite a bit more compact compared to the Q2. So that is definitely a bonus because it just really slips in a bag. I have another camera that I had used for traveling quite a bit, the GR3X, and actually I still have that camera, but I don't use it all that much. And the reason why I don't use that camera is because it doesn't have an EVF. Now I debated whether I buy this camera or whether I buy something else in the Sony ecosystem, either the A6700 or the A7C2, but ultimately even those two cameras with lenses on it are just kind of bigger cameras, right? So I decided to just come back to Fuji, and part of the reason why I bought this again is the resale value. I think you can use this thing for 2 years. It's $1,600, which is a bargain. Everyone keeps talking about this $200 price increase. I mean, that is nothing. I mean, that X100V was priced out, what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? And to do $200 over that time period is absolutely nothing, especially given the fact that you could sell those X100Vs for significantly more than what you paid for in the first place. And that's exactly what I did when I got this Q2. I sold my X100V and I sold it for $2,200. Now, people may look at me and think like, wow, that's terrible. You took advantage of a situation. No way. It's supply and demand. I had the supply, the demand was huge, and someone was willing to pay the market price. They were very happy to do so. I mean, it was a great camera. I used it, but I didn't abuse it, so it was in fantastic shape, and it came with actually the balance of the 3-year warranty. So I think you can use this for 2-3 years and recover probably 3/4 of what you pay for it, depending on how beat up it is at the end of that 3-year period. But anyways, I think this is a fantastic update to the X100V. IBIS, I know some people are being like, it's no big deal. It's a huge deal. And that's immediately one of the things that I noticed with the Q2. Since this has IBIS, I was able to take some really creative, slow shutter speed shots that I like. And you couldn't do that with the X100V, but now you can do that with the X100VI. I am really excited to spend some time with this camera. I'm going on vacation in just a couple days, and I'm gonna be down at Disney World. So I'm bringing this along with my FX30 with the 18-50 Sigma lens on there for video and the Osmo Pocket 3. So between those three cameras, I should be completely covered with everything that I need to photograph and take video of while I'm down there. And that's going to be kind of the ultimate test of this camera, to see how it holds up, especially in like the Florida heat. But I think it's going to do well. My initial impressions with this camera is that the build quality is excellent. My biggest concern when I saw that it was going to be coming out of China, made in China as opposed to being made in Japan, was that the build quality was going to suffer, but that does not appear to be the case at all. This feels just as well built as the X100V, and it's just a solid piece of kit. I like it a lot. I think it's gonna work really, really well for my style of photography and videography, because this thing is a video beast as well. So anyways, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on this camera? Are you purchasing one? Do you already have one? Were you able to get one on the first day that it launched, or are you still waiting for yours to be shipped? Lots more coverage of this camera over the next couple of weeks. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Take care.